What's up everybody, my name is Darth Jeswick and welcome back to my channel. Today we're building a houseboat in Sulani. Now I got the idea from Fake Gamer Girl. She's another YouTuber on here who does a lot of Sims gameplay. And every few weeks she does these build challenges where she just gives you a prompt and then you have to build something based on the prompt. And this week her build challenge was like FGG fins and you have to do something with mermaids. So this is a mermaid themed houseboat. It might be a little cliche and right on the nose for me to put this build in Sulani because mermaids came with island living, but it also has the only lots that I can actually build a houseboat on and have it actually be in the water without having it be super glitchy. Mostly because the landscaping tools can be a little weird and make your camera like do weird things, and I didn't want to deal with that today. But we've mostly got the exterior built. It didn't take me a whole lot of time to do the exterior. I'm mostly building on a foundation, and then I had the rounded walls to the front of the building. I didn't want to do it in the back of the building where the kitchen is because it's hard enough as it is to put anything inside a rounded room. I didn't want to have to deal with like placing cabinets on that curve. Speaking of the kitchen, we are getting into it right now. I'm just using a bunch of island living stuff in here. I'm leaving a space for our stove and our refrigerator. I used the ones from Jungle Adventures because they came in like some bright colored swatches. I ended up using like an orange swatch. I wanted to have a lot of bright colors, so the bright furniture really sold it for me. These mermaids bought this boat from a like old shrimping company. It's like a one that they just kind of like didn't use anymore, so they built this deck around it and, you know, furnished it to their needs. And the front part of the build I'm calling like the Lido deck because there's like a couple activities on there. I'll put a bar out there from Get Together, like one of the little pop-up ones. I also added a few jet skis in the water and one of those like sailing boats that you get with island living. But we're working on the bathroom right now. I used a stone wallpaper and flooring from island living. Actually, I think the stone wallpaper might be from Journey to Batu. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. But then afterward, I took a bunch of decals from Growing Together and put them like all over the walls because they came in like a beach theme. There's like a couple whales, some like coral, and other fish. Although I don't know if I actually show it in the video. I don't think I do. I don't even think I put it in the tour because I don't normally put bathrooms in my house tours just because it's like a bathroom and bathrooms are kind of boring, so I didn't want to put it in there and take up a bunch of extra time. And on the living room right now, I found this awesome little round table from Island Living, and I'm putting these like ottomans from the same pack underneath of it, so it looks like you can just pull them out and sit down if you want to. And then I added a lot of plants around, like a lot of these like tropical plants from Jungle Adventure and from Island Living. I don't know, it's just something I like to do. I love plants. We also have a surprisingly large amount of suntan or sun lotion clutter now, especially with the bathroom clutter kit, so I put a bunch of those everywhere. You know, they're mermaids, they're going to be swimming a lot. And you need to protect your skin. One of the last things I did for the living room clutter was put these pillows from the Modern Luxe kit in and raise them up a little bit so they look like they're sitting on the couch. I just thought it was cute and makes it look a little bit more cozy, and I like the gold accents on it as well. We're doing the kitchen right now, adding in some clutter and some other random clutter to the rest of the house, some stuff in the bathroom too. I just forget things, and then I found this armadillo and I thought it was super adorable and wanted to use it over here by this little stack of plants that I added. We got a fruit bowl, and I added one of the kava bowls as well so that your Sims can make like drinks for a party. And if you wanted to, you could actually plan a kava party and have Sims come over and they all drink it. It's really fun. I've done it before in one of my Let's Plays, but kava is just a ceremonial drink in the Pacific Islands that's been used for like hundreds of years, and it's just like a root that they grind into a pulp and add to cold water. Thank you, Google, because I actually had no idea what kava was. I assumed it was some kind of drink, possibly with alcohol, and they said it just relaxes you and has effects similar to alcohol, so not far off. We're just getting into the bedrooms now. I wanted to use this green and yellow bed from high school years. It looks like it almost has like amoebas on it, and I thought it was really fun. It also matches like pretty perfectly with this rug from Jungle Adventures. Oh, and I also added a steering wheel for the ship from Get Famous, I want to say, because it was a real boat at one point in time. It's just not now. I also gave her a meditation stool. You could probably place this lot as like a vacation rental, just because it would be a nice place for your Sims to come and relax, you know, do some swimming, do some jet skiing. There's also an onsen bath. But with that, I figured it's time to tell you about my tester Sims for today. The first mermaid that we have is Sherry Rain. She has the serial romantic aspiration, which gives her the alluring bonus trait. She is active, loves the outdoors, and is a child of the ocean. And I assigned her the blue bedroom because she's got blue hair. And she actually randomized with blue hair when I added the occult to my household, so I was just kind of rolling with it. But the next tester sim that we have today is Corey Fry. She has the friend of the world aspiration, which gives her the gregarious bonus trait. She is also cheerful, self-assured, and a vegetarian. This is just a huge lot. It's a 50 by 50 lot, and I wanted to make sure I had enough room for the whole houseboat. The total for today's build is about 91,208 simoleons, and I did put a couple of lot traits on. We have the natural light and eco lot, as well as the oceanic paradise, which is a lot that you cannot remove. So it's just there. I try to put a bunch of like storage crates and storage boxes everywhere just to make it seem like they were, you know, preparing to take a journey or something, or they just like buy a bunch of like food and stuff and then they don't have to go anywhere for a while. They can just stay on their home lot and do some swimming and whatever. I added this industrial loft kit wall decoration to make it seem like there was some gears or something for the engine, and then these fishnets from cats and dogs to signify that it used to be a fishing boat, but now they're just using it as decoration for their hallway upstairs because there's no actual like closure in the hallway. I have it just as big open windows to make it a little bit more airy. You know, they're gonna be hot. This is a very hot climate here. We want to add as much like circulation as we can possibly fit in there. And if the flooring deletes on this, I'm very sorry. I kept having a glitch where it just deleted on the corners of like the rounded parts. But I really wanted to use as much island living activity stuff as I possibly could. So I put these 2 beach towels up here on the roof, and then I created like a smaller little patio space up there. And at first I was going to use this like metal roof, and then I figured that would probably be really, really hot, and you'd probably burn your skin, so that would not be fun. So I changed it to a wood, and then I added a base game railing just around everything, and then these perfect patio wicker chairs, as well as this funky yellow grill from the kids stuff pack. And as far as the landscaping went, I kept it pretty simple. I used a lot of the Napuka. It's got good ground coverage and it looks really nice against the water. It's almost like seaweed, I think. Well, at least that's what I was trying to go for. If you want to download this build, it's on my gallery at Darth_Jeswick, just like it appears here on YouTube. But that is just about all for today's speed build. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button because it really helps out. I try to upload a couple videos a week, so subscribe and hit that bell button to get a notification every time I post a new video. I hope you all have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in the next video. Dag dag!